The outdoors used to be normal. There was no content, no branding, no gimmicks, nobody trying to sell you anything. It was just a way of life. So not too terribly long ago, and there's probably some viewers on my channel that can remember these glory days, hunting was not something that was just left for the rich and famous. It was something we all did. The working class man that worked his blue-collar job, the corporate American who worked 9 to 5 in the office, and everyone in between. We all met together on a Saturday morning, talked about how our hunts went on any given day, and we made core memories, we made relationships, we made bonds that lasted a lifetime. There were no people fighting and bickering over who shot what and who had the biggest deer or who had the biggest fish or who had the best experience. It was simple, it was beautiful, and it was pure. We weren't out here trying to get grip and grin photos to post on Instagram or Facebook. We weren't out here collecting content. We weren't out here trying to prove that we were better than the next guy. We were simply enjoying the natural world around us. Outdoorsmen then cared about memories. They didn't care about being seen. They didn't care about being the next personality or the next big thing on the internet. They just simply wanted to be. And if you go back in time even further, maybe 100 years ago or so, hunting wasn't just something that we did as a pastime, it was something that we had to do as a survival skill. If you or someone in your close proximity did not have the skill to hunt, the chances of you making it through a winter were slim. Now granted, I know that the nation did this horrible thing where we took it and we commercialized it and we absolutely decimated populations, some of which are still struggling, if not gone to this day. But regardless, hunting then, it was not about becoming internet famous or gaining clout. It was literally the way you survived. Fast forward to 2026 or whatever year you may or may not be watching this video, because I'm sure it's only gotten worse by this time. Now all we care about is followers. All we care about is content. All we care about is likes and comments. That is not what it's supposed to be. Everyone out here, and it doesn't matter if you're a content creator or not, the very first thing we do after we're successful and we've made our phone calls to whomever it is that we may or may not call, is we pull out a camera. Even if it's just our cell phone, we pull out a camera and we get that photo. And then, for whatever reason, the majority, I'm not saying everyone, but the majority of people sit there and they actually contemplate whether they want to share it with the general public or not, because they have this lingering thought in the back of their head of comparing it to, is this going to meet the social norm? Is this going to be a highlight reel? Is this going to be like and comment worthy? The fact that we cannot appreciate every single trophy just highlights the problem that I'm about to address. We have become a hunting culture that cares more about content than we do being present in the moment. And I can't sit here and say that I'm above it. I cannot tell you how many times I have viewed my hunting experience from behind a camera rather than being present in the moment. I'm obviously sitting here on YouTube bringing you videos and trying to share my experiences with you, and it doesn't matter how humble that I try to be with it, and it doesn't matter how truthful I am in showing you the successes or showing you how excited I get over shooting a doe or showing you how just feeling something bite my fly just fires me up. The truth is, though, I am still just as guilty for chasing this content, chasing these likes, and chasing these comments, because it's just been instilled in us and ingrained in us throughout the years of social media. Social media and the internet have changed the way we perceive hunting, and it's not anything that anyone can deny or fight me on. You can think back to 10 or 15 years ago when people would get so excited, and rightfully so, over shooting a little 6-point basket rack deer, Or you can think back to 15 or 20 years ago when people were just as content shooting a Jake as they are shooting a Tom. And then we look in the present day, and now we have young hunters who are starting to feel like hunting isn't for them because they've gone their first 3 seasons of hunting and haven't tagged anything. We have created this unobtainable goal through social media by posting our highlight reels. Slow seasons feel like failure because we go on the internet, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, and we see the next guy holding a big deer, or we see the next guy in a limit of ducks every day for an entire weekend. We start comparing our average to everyone else's highlight reel. Thousands of average hunts never make it online. The real truth behind hunting, the real normal, the real expectation that you should have, you're never going to see on the internet. Only the highlight reels get posted. But the truth is, nature, the outdoors, the outdoor lifestyle, all of it is still exactly what it was 100 years ago. The woods, the mountains, the swamps, the rivers, it all still rewards the patient, the observant, the appreciative, those who are grateful just to be in the moment, present in the outdoor world around them. Nature does not care about algorithms. It doesn't care about content, and it doesn't care about how big or small of an animal that you may or may not harvest in your lifetime. Nature is not here for internet clout. It never has been, and it never will be. And I think that's why I still love this so much. It's the reason I'm still so drawn to the outdoors. Because regardless of what camera I have in my hand, regardless of how the hunt went, when I stop and I get still and I get quiet, nature is still what nature has always been. And nothing I do, nothing you do, and nothing the internet does will ever change that. I hope you took something good away from this video. If you did, as always, leave me a like and a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, see you on the hill.